The reality is Family Council and your new foundation, we're not just trying to stop abortion as some punitive thing against a young lady or a woman and their choices. You guys in your ministry are actually saying, here's an alternative. Hey, welcome to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. I'm your host, Perry Black, and on this program we have a very familiar guest to Arkansas, and maybe even some folks around the United States, Jerry Cox with Family Council.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on here. I always enjoy this. It's so relaxed. It's just fun.
Yeah. Well, Jerry, as you are well aware, we recently had Sharice Dean with us, and you at Family Council are doing a new thing. Our God is doing a new thing in saving lives and intervening in crisis. So can we start out this program talking a little bit about that?
Well, back a few years ago, a good friend of mine who prays out in front of the abortion facility here in Little Rock came and sat down in my office and I said, "Danny, what have you been up to?" He said, "Well, I was out in front of the abortion facility this morning and I talked a young couple into not aborting their baby."
Wow, way to go.
And I thought, what a way to spend a morning, you know? Out there doing that. He sat there and he looked at me and he said, "You know, Jerry," he said, "we got to find a way to reduce the demand for abortion." He said, "We could nail the abortion door shut right now, but the demand would still be there."
Exactly.
How can we reduce the demand? And boy, that pierced my heart. And I said, "You're absolutely right. How can we do this?"
Wow.
And as I began to pray about it and reflect on it, I thought, people are already doing it. These pregnancy centers around the state, there's about 40 of them. These guys and gals out there are operating on a shoestring budget out of a good, pure heart, trying to do what God's called them to do. And I said to myself, wouldn't it be great if we could find them a boatload of money to be able to buy ultrasound machines,
there you go,
hire staff, provide more services for these women that need services, help little kids. And so I said, you know what? I believe I'm going to start a foundation and we're going to just put it like a bucket. We're going to put it out here and see if we can catch some money in it and give it away.
Wow, that is so cool.
And that's what we're doing.
Well, you nailed something that is such a big spiritual truth that many of us just kind of take for granted. So I want us to kind of go back to what Jerry was doing. And a lot of people won't do what he's doing outside the clinic praying. They'll pray, but we all know prayer without shoe leather is not near as effective as when you get up off your knees and you do something. Now again, a lot of people are a little intimidated about getting up from that prayer and actually talking to someone into having that baby, but they can pray, contact Family Council or their local pregnancy crisis center and say, how can I help you?
Right.
And bring a box of diapers, some hand wipes, some linen, $1.
Absolutely. Yeah. And when I've spoken with these pregnancy center directors, they are overwhelmed by the amount of work there is to do, overwhelmed by the needs that are out there. And see, a lot of people mistakenly think that all these folks do is try to talk girls into not having an abortion. It's really about helping families, mostly single moms, who choose to keep their baby. They help them with diapers and bottles and formula and cribs and car seats and counseling, life skills, Bible studies, getting them connected up with folks that can help them in the community, like food banks. And it really is ministering to the whole family unit there, whatever it looks like. And so what Sharice Dean and I have purposed to do is to find money wherever we can, private funds. If people have got money to give out of their pocket, give it to us and we'll give it away to those centers, the ones that can really use it. If it's public funds, as in our tax dollars, you know what I found out? State of Texas right now has a line item in their budget $100 million every 2 years, and it goes to the pregnancy centers in the state of Texas to help them do what they do in reducing the demand for abortion,
saving lives,
and helping little kids and moms and dads. And I thought, if they can do $100 million every 2 years in Texas, surely we can get there in Arkansas. So what we want to do is go to our legislators and say, you know what? The state of Arkansas takes in all this money every year. Show me a place that's a better place to use it than these pregnancy centers out here helping families. And if Texas can do it, I believe we can too. And so there's a bright future there, I think, in reducing the demand for abortions and helping families, helping women and kids.
So how long have y'all been developing this new foundation?
We've been working on it a couple of years now. And so it's been kind of slow getting it going, partly because we are on a learning curve. I've never done a foundation like this before. And so I want to do it right. I don't want to stumble and fall right out of the chute. And so Sharice and I have been learning all about what it's like to apply for grants and how to apply for grants. And we've been making some headway there, and I think we're doing pretty good, actually.
And probably based on our previous conversations, networking and really working hard to connect all of our 40 crisis pregnancy centers, because some may be doing stuff that really works well that maybe others, because of they're in the grassroots, they haven't even attempted it yet. And so we're going to work with y'all to see how we can help connect them.
Absolutely.
And network.
Well, and see, here's the thing. A lot of these centers are running on a shoestring budget. We have done a survey of all the centers, and we've asked them, how much is your budget? How many staff do you have? How many volunteers do you have? What services do you offer? And it's almost like taking a patient and doing all the tests and evaluations and diagnosis to see where they need help, because some of them are really good at doing ultrasounds and STD testing and all that, but maybe not so good at life skills, teaching and things like that. So what we want to do is try to network all that and maybe lift all of them up in a good way and help them all do better, because we all want to do better at what we do. And so we can help that way, I think.
Susie Everett, which many people recognize from television commercials, they are forming a ministry. It's already founded, already incorporated in Benton, in one of the old Benton Care Center buildings, to teach life skills to young ladies and ladies who need to go to the next level in their family ministry in their local home. We're going to take a brief break, be right back with Jerry Cox, and see what else is going on in the state of Arkansas and how you can be involved and make a difference.
A mission field around you is filled with young hearts needing a forever family. And at Second Chance Youth Ranch, our team is committed to providing healthy, stable, loving homes and families to hurting children in the Arkansas foster care system and those up for adoption. Please contact us if you feel the tug at your heart to help foster or adopt, and find out the steps you could take to help fulfill a child's lifelong dream. Maybe you can't foster or adopt, but you could help. The need for thousands of children in the system is staggering. But with the help of faithful partners and business alliances, we are meeting those needs right now. Would you help us make a difference? Every gift, regardless of size, impacts a child's life directly and helps provide for a home in the gap right now. Visit the Second Chance Youth Ranch website at 2CYR.org to read more, watch the stories, and to make a contribution for a hurting child's care. Monthly partners are needed, so please contact us right away. And as you partner with this ministry, you are partnering with the Heavenly Father that has promised to be Father to the fatherless. God bless you for helping Second Chance Youth Ranch.
Hey, welcome back to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. Our special guest, Jerry Cox with Family Council, and the new organization, the foundation, is called?
The Our Future Foundation. It's a little play on words. Capital A, capital R for Arkansas, but it's pronounced Our Future Foundation.
And the key to that program is crisis pregnancy centers, helping support them, network them, raise funds, so that instead of them having to spend all their time trying to raise money, they can help mamas raise babies that would otherwise may have been aborted.
Absolutely. There are about 40 of these centers around the state. They do amazing work, but they all need money. And I just thought, if I can start a foundation and raise funds and just give it away, I'd love to just go around the state and just give them money and help them do the good work they do. And we hope to be able to do that.
And you at Family Council started to say you guys, but it's not just you guys, even though that's a term we use.
Guys and gals.
People like Sharice Dean, who we'll probably put her picture up on this program somewhere. They hate it when I go somewhere on this program, She is the chair, if you will, of this foundation. And she's networking, and she serves on the Board of Education, Arkansas State Board of Education. So you guys are doing things on multiple fronts, and people need to support Family Council, because in a very direct way, God's using you and your team to save lives, and we're excited to be a part of that. So tell us, what are some of the things going on down at the Capitol right now, like the challenge for Roe versus Wade?
Right.
And is Roe versus Wade, the question is, was it ever even legal to start with? And if it's not, can we do some things to get it overturned? And if Roe versus Wade is overturned, what are we as believers doing to give an alternative to a woman in crisis?
Right.
Which brings us back to the new foundation.
Right.
And saving babies, and then supporting that mom. Second Chance Ranch, The Call, Project Zero, working together to save babies and give them a second chance, or maybe just a chance at all.
Well, I tell you, first of all, I do believe the abortion decision, Roe v. Wade, is going to be dialed back, overturned, or maybe just rendered irrelevant. And I don't know which the outcome will be, but ever since Roe was decided back in 1973, the pro-lifers, believe it or not, legislatively have been gaining ground. Otherwise, the number of abortions in every state in the union would not be going down for the last 20-something years. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're winning the pro-life battle.
Yeah.
Not just in Arkansas, because we're the most pro-life state in the country now.
Wow, that's awesome.
But across the country, we are winning on all fronts. Now, the last big battle will be to get a good case before the U.S. Supreme Court coming up out of the states, so that it gives them an opportunity to right the wrong that was put there with Roe v. Wade.
With about 60 million abortions.
Yes. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if it'll be an Arkansas case or a Mississippi case or one out of somewhere else. But our goal here in Arkansas is to keep passing laws like Senate Bill 6, which just flat out bans abortions in Arkansas.
Oh, and some folks had a fit.
Oh, they did. They had a meltdown over it and all. But it passed. The governor signed it. Now it's being challenged by the ACLU and the others out there. It will work its way up through the court system. It could go to the Supreme Court. It could be the one that helps overturn Roe. We don't know. But other states are doing the same thing. All over the country, we're winning that fight.
It's a wave for life.
It is. And it's coming up from the very depths of the country, from people like us, you, me, all of us that have been saying for years abortion ought to be illegal. Well, guess what? This year, the Arkansas legislature voted and passed a law to make it illegal.
Well, when we really look at this in what some may refer to as critical thinking, there are advocates that have done everything within their legal ability to stop execution of murderers.
Right.
And if you were to walk out in the street and shoot a dog, you'd get prosecuted.
Correct.
Well, now that shift is taking place, and I believe it's really not just in a political or social or legal realm, in the spirit.
It is.
A sleeping giant is waking up and saying, if it is to be, it's up to me.
Now, let me say this. If Roe versus Wade were to be overturned today, then you talk about the mother of all battles around the country, because what that would say is that every state makes its own abortion laws. And so in places like New York, California, I have no idea what they're going to do.
So you mean every state in the United States doesn't have all the same laws? We don't all have the same speed limits, the concealed carry, open carry. We don't have all the same laws?
I believe we are the United States.
But when it comes to something like abortion, it's a federal thing, boom, you have no
That's the way
say.
they've done it. That's
But
the way they've
we do
done
have
it.
a say.
Well, and we are having a say every time the legislature votes for one of these good bills, because not only did they pass a law to make abortion illegal, they passed at least 15 other good pro-life laws that keep dialing abortion back and creating that culture of life. And you're exactly right. There's been a change in the hearts and minds of people all over this country, and that is good for the future. It's a good thing.
We want to clarify, because I know a lot of times people get to thinking while we're still talking. The reality is Family Council and your new foundation, we're not just trying to stop abortion as some punitive thing against a young lady or a woman and their choices. You guys in your ministry are actually saying, here's an alternative.
Yeah.
And then on Second Chance Youth Ranch, we're kind of after the fact when the baby's born.
Correct.
And there's a dysfunction in the home or abuse. So when we work together, we can and we are bringing solutions and not simply sitting up on our high horse thinking we're better than someone else. Jerry, we're going to take a brief break because I know you've got a lot more to share about what's happening in this state. So we'll be right back with Jerry Cox.
My mom and dad was doing drugs, and there was a whole bunch of fighting going on, and we wasn't safe and everything else, and I had a hard time with my family and stuff. And I was only 6, so I've been away from them for 6 years. My name is Brandon. I like to play basketball, football. I would love to get a good guitar and play that. And I like to listen to music. I like to play games on tablets and phones and stuff. I also like to watch movies, Netflix. Another thing I like to do for fun is draw. My favorite subject is science and music and PE. That's probably about all. Because I've been tossed around out of adopters' homes. I really like to have somebody who will keep me and not just toss me, because I've been out in foster homes and been waiting for somebody to adopt me for a long time. And then one time I found somebody, but I don't know why they got rid of me. And when I got tossed out of foster homes over and over again, a bunch of times, I really wasn't ready to be put in an adopted home. Foster care is something where somebody got took away from their parents or relatives, and then they just put somebody in foster care because it's not safe to be around the mom or dad when they're not feeling well and they're on drugs and stuff. It's basically about getting away from all the danger at home. If I were adopted, I would like it because it would be a permanent home. I used to get really mad that I wanted to hit somebody or do something. Now it's to the point that I just go do my cooking skills and leave it alone and start my day over. Cause I'm trying to do my best to get ready, and I think I'm doing good so far. I would like for the people, whoever sees this video, will keep me and try to work with me if I have any problems. One thing too, if my foster mom now gets me a dog, if anybody's watching this, my foster mom now gets me a dog, like a German Shepherd, I would want to bring him too.
Welcome back to Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. As you're well aware, Second Chance Youth Ranch TV is on the air to keep the needs of foster children and broken families in the forefront. And that's why we have people on this show to talk about a myriad of topics, because we want people to realize there are a lot of organizations out here. We all kind of know each other, and some folks know your ministry or mine or The Call or Project Zero, but we want you to know we're all on the same team. We're not in competition. We are networking and connecting to bring solutions to the streets, especially right here in our state of Arkansas. And as a result, we are now the #1 pro-life state in America.
That's right.
That's pretty awesome when you're #1 or #2 and so many negative things.
And you know, that was with a lot of hard work on the part of a lot of good folks.
Yeah.
Arkansas Right to Life, Family Council, good lawmakers, governors that sign bills into law.
You mean there's good politicians?
There's a few, yes, absolutely.
And many of them are right here in the state of Arkansas.
Absolutely. And so it was a team effort, but it's something that I think we can be proud of here in Arkansas, not just because we get a notch in the belt or whatever, but we are saving lives. And we are telling women, you know what? You don't have to run toward abortion. You can go another way. There's a better way. If you have an unplanned pregnancy, you don't have to do an abortion. There are people there with open arms that will help you, that are ready to be like a safety net to catch you. And if you'll just turn that direction, God will meet you there and help you. And we see that over and over again. And we want to be a part of that, and we are.
Well, Jerry, you know there's a lot of people, they're not confrontational. They don't want to be demonized or criticized. So they're not going to be a lobbyist. They're not going to write a letter or make a phone call. They may not even vote. But what they can do is connect with this new foundation and or the local crisis pregnancy center and volunteer an hour. Just say, what can I help y'all with?
Yeah.
And in addition, always to the physical, make a prayer.
If you want to be used, God will use you.
Make yourself available.
Man, I couldn't tell the story in a short time, but there was a cab driver here in Little Rock, as far as I can tell. He talked a young lady out of getting an abortion.
Yeah.
The cab driver
Just
did.
a conversation.
Yes. God used him.
We would kind of call that friendship evangelism.
Yeah.
People don't care how much we know how much we care. And that's why, again, this show's on the air, is to let people know we do care. Victory Television Network cares, and we're getting this word out into the highways and the byways that there are alternatives, there are those who are bringing solutions, and we're not here. And I know this is hard for a lot of people to grasp, but we as believers in Jesus Christ, we're not here saying we're better than everybody else.
That's right.
But boy, He sure makes us better.
Yeah, absolutely.
And He does it to help others.
If you find a better way and don't show it to other people, shame on you.
Exactly.
We know a better way than going out and aborting a baby. We
Now,
know a better
your
way.
new foundation is a 501c3, tax deductible, and your organization really, one of the premises is we want to create a bucket, a place where people can put funding. So let me just ask on behalf of all the Arkansans watching, and this is a very, very popular show. How much of that bucket y'all taking?
Very little.
Yeah.
In fact, Family Council right now is paying Sharice Dean's
Y'all
salary.
putting it in an
We're
empty
putting money
bucket.
in the bucket because we are actually paying her salary, and so she works for the foundation at no cost right
And
now.
I want to reiterate, as I did with the show with Sharice Dean recently, here at Family Church Bryant, we're going to open our facility to help network and provide a meal for all the directors and those that they want to bring here, so that they can get to know each other, communicate, and maybe take that to a new level. And then you guys bring some inspiration that, hey, we're on the team too, and we're here to support you and help
Absolutely.
you. And really help Sharice, who's off camera, do the same. I tell you, I'm fired up. I'm excited. You see me getting wiggly here? Because
Well, that's good.
when you're talking about saving lives, that's why Jesus came. That's why He died. That's why He rose again. And I believe that's why He sent Holy Spirit, was to empower us to reach out to hurting people and give them a message and the solution of faith and hope. So, Jerry, we got 2.5 minutes. What do you want to tell the people in Arkansas and really break this down for them? The camera's there.
Well, I think it's first of all important to know that we're all in this together. Those of us who are pro-life, who are followers of Christ, we want to see the best for everybody. And Pastor Black is exactly right. We're not sitting on a high horse looking down at people that have abortions or are in a bad way. What we're saying is, let us help you. Let us work with you. We know a better way. And that's what this foundation is about. The Our Future Foundation, its sole mission is to raise money and just give it away. That's all it is. We want to raise funds and give it to pregnancy centers around the state that are reducing the demand for abortion. People want Roe v. Wade to be overturned, and it may be someday, but wouldn't it be great if we just made Roe irrelevant? If we made abortion irrelevant in Arkansas, where people said, we don't do that anymore. Yeah. And that's what I want to do, Pastor Black. Make it irrelevant.
Well, most people call me Pastor Perry because I'm not old enough to be referred to in such formal terms, but I do appreciate that. You know, here at Second Chance Youth Ranch TV, as all of our viewers know, we want you to know there's resources available to help you and your family, and there's local churches and those like the Pregnancy Crisis Centers that are here to say, hey, we're here to help, not judge, but to assist you, and not just in preventing the abortion, but following up afterwards. And so we pray these shows inspire you and encourage you and help you realize there is a network out here. And if you can't figure out who else to call us right here at 501-847-1559, and we'll direct you to our familychurchbryant.org website, family council, a local pregnancy crisis center, a baby box in our community in Saline County to stop a child from being left in a garbage bag. There's so many opportunities for you. Please pray for us while we're praying for you. And we'll see you again right here at Second Chance Youth Ranch TV. Bye-bye.